Exciting day today. As you read from the title, today I'm going to be switching from my console to a gaming PC. I have used PC before. PC was actually my first, so I'm going to be switching back to it. I'm mainly a Mac user, and I've been playing on consoles. That's like the only way I've been playing, and gaming handhelds, of course, which have warmed me up for a PC-like experience, so it should be somewhat familiar, and I've used gaming laptops, of course, but a gaming PC I have never used, and this I look forward to. So in this video, I'm going to share my experience, show you the steps and the process of switching over to a gaming PC. Let's get right to it. Moving from playing games on a console to buying a pre-built gaming PC is a significant shift, not just in hardware, but also in how you game, how you manage and maintain your system, and how you view your gaming ecosystem. It's essentially changing from a relatively closed, streamlined device to one that offers more flexibility, power, and choice, but also more complexity and upkeep, which I'll talk more about later on in the video. One of the standout advantages is that a gaming PC often gives you far more headroom for performance and future upgrades. PCs allow for component upgrades like graphics card, CPU, memory, storage, whereas consoles typically have fixed hardware for their generations, except for the newer consoles where you can upgrade their storage. This means if you buy a decent pre-built PC now, you could upgrade later if, let's say, a new graphics card comes out, rather than being locked into a hardware you bought once. Gaming PCs can often deliver higher fidelity, higher resolutions, higher refresh rates, 120Hz and beyond, unlike a PS5 which is capped at 120Hz. It's also capable of having better graphic settings for shadows, reflections, ray tracing if the hardware supports it. So if you're coming from a console that's targeting, let's say, 60 FPS at 1080p or 4K, a PC may give you much more smoother experience, especially in competitive or fast-paced games, or it will even allow you to crank up the visuals for a more breathtakingly immersive gameplay. Yeah, I said a bunch of stuff, but if you're a console user, you prefer simplicity, unless, you're into that whole jailbreaking your console stuff. But besides that, I'm just talking about the normal console players. You like simplicity, straightforwardness, and a PC is everything but that. Pre-built gaming PCs cost way more than a console, and often you'll need to invest in a good monitor, quality keyboard and mouse, and possibly upgrade cooling if you have a more budget-friendly PC. And unlike consoles, which are mostly plug-in and play, PCs demand more from you in terms of maintenance, driver updates, OS updates, compatibility issues, possible hardware conflicts, and the list goes on. So if you don't like tinkering, you might find this to be a downside here. Also, if you're used to gaming from a couch in front of a TV, console gaming feels more natural, it's more comfortable. A gaming PC may require a desk, monitor, perhaps a chair, keyboard, mouse, or a controller, and it might not translate as seamlessly into a living room beanbag couch layout. You have to be more upright, sit in a good posture, 90 degrees here, can't be slouching over unless you want some problems in the future. You gotta stretch your wrists, foot, whatever. You have to stretch before gaming when you're gaming on a PC. Now this mainly applies to if you're gaming on a mouse and keyboard, but if you're playing on a controller, you can still connect your PC to a TV if you have a TV nearby, or you can get an extra long HDMI cable and use it like that. But I will say, the one main major benefit of having a gaming PC, a PC, is that it's a do-it-all device. You can work on it, play games on it, and you can build on it and upgrade it if you want to. But yeah, if you're going to be using mouse and keyboard, do keep in mind it's recommended to stretch prior to starting your gaming sessions. Gotta stretch your wrists, your hands, legs too, maybe, so you can avoid the carpal tunnel syndrome. Look at all those fans. Step 1 was to unbox it. Now, step 2 is to set this up, but let's just take a look at this. Stealthy black gaming PC. That looks so good. I'm still deciding on how I want to place this. Right now, I'm just going to leave it here like this. It looks good. I can see the glass side of the PC. Maybe later on, I'll just place it on the floor. But now, let's go ahead and set this up and see what it's like when I turn it on. When installing or replacing a component, be sure to lay the system flat on its side. I didn't know if it was safe to lay it on the side, but that's good to know. I know you guys have seen that cartoon about, you know, console wars and all that. That clip right here would be so funny, but let me just plug in the power cable now. So it's only got one HDMI port on this. I guess, you know, that makes sense. But it's got 3 display ports. Now it's time to connect the mouse and keyboard, but I'm going to set this aside for now. I'm just going to use the ones that this PC came with. All right, do you know what time it is? I think you know what time it is. It's time for the boot up. Okay, you gotta do a countdown. 5, blast off. I see the Legion sign on the PC. I mean on the monitor. I don't see any RGB lighting action here, but... So the computer has finished updating. This is the next day. Let's go ahead and boot it up. I've already booted it up and seen what I have needed to see, but I just want to show you guys the boot up process once again. I don't know why it wasn't working yesterday. I suppose I just had to set up the computer, and now that I have set it up, you know, the lights, the RGB lights are finally working. We got lights in the front, lights in the side, lights in the back, lights on the top. We got lights everywhere. Alright, check this out. So I'm trying to play Call of Duty, and here it says that I have to update. My GPU driver version does not meet the recommended numbers for running Call of Duty. To ensure best performance and functionality, go to the manufacturer's website to download and install the latest update. So I have to update the driver. See, on a PS5 or an Xbox, you wouldn't need to do this. It's just a straightforward, streamlined experience. While on a PC, you have to upkeep, maintain your different parts. It seems like so. I gotta figure this out. I was downloading AMD and NVIDIA installers or whatever they were, and the NVIDIA one is not working. I don't know what's going on. So let's see. Once this boots up, I have to do all this just to play one game. Just to play Call of Duty, I need to do all of this. When you're a noob at something, you get frustrated pretty quickly, and this might be the case here. But yeah, I will say this is definitely more work than something like a MacBook or a console. All right, let's see what happens here. It says the game is launching, but nothing has happened yet. Here we go. The game is launching. It looks like it has successfully launched. But what is this over here? I'm still getting the message saying I need to update my GPU driver. So I'm trying to, drag this into the desktop here. How do I even do that? Pin to start, pin to taskbar. I don't want to do any of that. I just want to simply drag and drop this over here. So look at this. NVIDIA installer cannot continue. A system restart is required. I have restarted the system, yet it does not want to update the driver. All right, so instead of using the NVIDIA software or whatever it was I was using earlier, there's an NVIDIA app, and this makes things much more simpler. I can just directly download it through the app, and it looks like it's going to work. So I will see you when I game. Now I run this program or whatever it's called, like find and fix Bluetooth problems, and it says device does not have Bluetooth. But on the website, it says that this has Bluetooth. Even on the device manager, there's no Bluetooth icon here. I was just on Reddit, and people are saying this is a known issue with this Tower PC. And what's funny is that the wireless mouse and keyboard that I bought, and if I even wanted to use it with this computer, I would not be able to. Alright, it is now time to play some Call of Duty on an ultra-wide monitor with a mouse and keyboard. I have been wanting to play Call of Duty on an ultra-wide monitor. I even tried playing a bunch of games on my PS5 to an ultra-wide monitor with this ultra-wide monitor, and it kind of worked. I've made a whole video of it. If you want to check it out, I'll leave the link to it in the description box below. But here we get an actual ultra-wide gaming experience here because it's a PC, and this is something that might be next level here. So let's see what it's like playing on an ultra-wide monitor. It's going to be my first time playing on a mouse and keyboard in Warzone as well, and I literally have no classes on this account. But let's first go to the firing range and see what happens here. All right. Woo, look at that. The aiming is so much, I can be so much more, you know, precise, and it's just on a snap I can just lock on to the target like that. It's just, for sniping, this is going to be fun for sniping. I wonder what the FPS is at right now, but it definitely looks good. Okay, so that's crouching right there. Oh my. Yes, I know my aim is not good. There we go. I used to play Combat Arms. You guys might know that game. And Wolf Team, Counter-Strike, of course. But yeah, Combat Arms, that game, I used to play that. That one was fun. I need to play like this if I'm really trying to get this dub, you know? I gotta be like... You can really get some accurate shots with a mouse. Oh, yes. How do you do that? Oh, shift foot. Okay, there we go. This is how you do it. I gotta figure out how to... Okay, I need to know how to sprint. Okay, there we go. The whole movement. Oh, this is coming back to me. Cut it and deploy it. Wait, how do I open this tab? Wait a second. F. Switching weapons is nice with the scroll wheel. Now, unlike on consoles where you can do like a 360 no scope, here you can't really do that. But the trade-off is like a more precise, accurate, snappy aiming capability. Gotta do a little bit of finger acrobatics here. You definitely have to be sitting in a proper position to be playing on a mouse and keyboard. It's not like a controller where you can just relax on the couch, lounge back and play, you know. Here I have to be upright. Ascend, flare, switch seats, descend. How do I jump out? F. Descend is what? How do I descend again? Alright. My wrist is already getting tired. It's the flick of the wrist. You can see the screen glitching when the cutscenes appear. Is that like a normal thing here in the PC world? I see. I can just press both mouse clicks at the same time, aim and shoot at the same time. Look at that. That's so fun. I can just, I was like, whoo, aim like just like that. Boom. Oh. Got him through the wall. Oh my gosh. Where? Oh, I'm still alive. No. Alright, final thoughts. I think PC gaming is definitely next level gaming, but since I don't game as much, I think I'll just stick to my consoles for now. But I will say one thing, when I turned this PC on, I could feel the power, the freedom. I feel it calling me to game. And I really don't know how I feel about that.